Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Don't need this. Do need this. Oh yeah, so last time we were trying to figure out the best way to be able to pass in like each of these. I haven't thought about that too much. I should have done that. I think the best way to do it is put it within its own component. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's call it home. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, we made a couple improvements to the header. And last time we did a little bit of reorganizing here. I think this is going to be a lot better in terms of organization and taking up space. So like being more cautious of how we use the vertical space here. So I think this is a lot better. But yeah, we've done a little bit on here. And also now the available now thing is here, or available for work. So it's a little fun thing there. Okay, so gonna want to move all of this into here. And then the info section item, we're going to want the info section item title. I like to be really descriptive with the way I name in my properties, just so I'm not confused with anything whenever I'm searching for it, if this app or if this website gets a lot of pages and stuff, which might not happen, but it's better to be safe than sorry, you know. forgot. Do you mean like what they do, or how to use them, or the syntax? What do you mean by explain them? Sorry, I'm trying to read on how I can pass in like this information, but 2 levels up, because I need to pass these in for each of these info sections. So I need to figure out how to pass it from 2 levels up. Because I could use like more prop types, but then I would have to name like a couple of them, and that's not really what I want. how do you use them? Let me see if I have an example here. So here's an example. So at media only screen width, and the width is minimum width is 30 EM. So this is the size that you want. You can do like min, max, and then depending on the size of the screen, there's different ones that you want to use. I don't know them off the top of my head, but you can look them up. And then whatever you put in here will be applied with whatever you're passing in here. So you can have the ID of intro circle somewhere here like I do, but then I'm saying when this happens up here, then make sure this style is applied. Which I should actually format this. So yeah, that's how you use them. They're not too bad, it's just paying attention to the size that you're saying. And then passing in whatever styles you want for that specific rule that you're using. Oh, this is hard. Like, this makes sense, but the thing is, I need each one of these these elements to have two different amounts of information attached, because I need the link, and I also need the title. So it wouldn't just be one thing, it would be like objects. So I'm not sure if you can pass an array of objects into that. You might be able to. I don't need that. So we want man, this is hard. I literally have no idea how I can do that. Let me think. I mean, I could just hard code it, but I don't know if that's the best idea. Well, okay, I have an idea. So, if we just use the title, this is a little bit hacky, but honestly, I can't think of the right way to do it the way that I was thinking. So, this is what we're gonna do. This should work. can we do, let's see, can we do this? If you pass in children here, because then we can still use each of these section items, and instead of putting them here, we can just say put them in here. And then we take off this, and then we can say info section item, and then we need link and title. Actually, I don't think we need this div. We can move this, and then do end info section. I hope this works. Oh, I just need to import this. Please work. Yes. Okay. Cool. So, not ideal, but not bad at all. Could definitely be worse, but I think that's a good middle ground for now. And it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding this in here. Oh, wrong username. That's my Twitch one because I can't change it on Twitch. Sweet. I really wish there was more non-copyright music that didn't have words. And that wasn't like EDM music. Because that's all they have for the most part on no copyright sounds. So we can start passing some of these in. And I don't know if I want Corey on there second. I actually think I'm going to keep Corey off for now, since you have Corey up here anyways. So I'm going to skip that one. It's probably better to have less items as well, so that there's less stuff they have to look through, because that's probably something I'm going to have to do, is kind of pick and choose which ones I want to show, because if not, then there's gonna be a lot that we're gonna show, because I think I have like 10. Yeah, 11 actually. So I kind of gotta pick and choose what I want on here. I'm actually gonna do calligraphy in a second. All these are gonna break because I have security in here, which I don't actually have. Cool. Looks pretty good. And then I'm gonna be able to write a description here as well, which is gonna be helpful. Yeah, I'm planning on doing gaming streams. Yeah, Couch, I wish, but I honestly don't know how to do it, and I haven't taken the time to learn. I feel like it's not too bad, though. Yeah, Guarda Mexican, I do want to do the gaming streams. The problem is the only stuff I can stream is, like, stuff that I have on my computer, because I don't have, and I don't know the setup to, like, stream, for example, like the new Switch. Like, I have the Switch and I've been playing it, but I don't know how to stream that stuff. I think I need like an Elgato, which is like $200. So I could stream stuff that's on my PC or on my MacBook, but I don't really have too much that a lot of people would like, I don't think, because like I have like Pokemon emulators and like Pokemon trading card game and stuff like that, but I don't know if that would really appeal to a lot of people, because I know, like, at least in my audience, Pokemon isn't really a huge thing. Like, there's probably a couple people that do like it, but I feel like for the most part, most people don't really want to watch that. So for right now, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I may just stream that stuff anyways, and if anybody wants to come, they can. But yeah, it kind of sucks that I can't do my console stuff as of right now. Oh, cool, Couch. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that, because I've been meaning to get my stuff on that. I mean, there's not a really huge need for it, but I mean, it would be nice to just have it anyways, and to know it for future stuff. See, I already feel like I have a lot on here, and I still need to add like at least like 5 more. It's hard to find a good way to organize all those things on a website in like a list form that doesn't take up a crap ton of room. I could do like a grid or something, but when it comes to my personal site, I'm a big fan of like really text-based and like to the point. I feel like too many images, like even this, kind of feels out of place. I feel like too many images like kind of distracts. I do like images on marketing sites and stuff, but for personal sites, I'm for some reason really picky about that. See, that's probably how long it's gonna be. It's so much. I could make the font smaller. Where am I doing that? Over here. Do F5. I feel like that doesn't do too much though. And then you just have like this big empty line on top of that. Let's see this really quick. You know what we could also do? I don't want to like dwell on this too much, but we could do just like an inline list, kind of like pretty sure Tachyons has a component for it. Yeah, something like this. Not as large, but something like this might be cool. And then instead of it just being a list like that, it would just be like right next to each other like that, and maybe 3 in a row could fit. That might be a better idea. What do you guys think? I mean, we could try it. Let's see. I feel like that's going to be a much better use of space. Oh, I forgot. That looks kind of cool. Let's do kind of like that. It'll definitely help on mobile too. Yeah. I mean, look how much more you could fit here. Instead of that like long list that was going down like 3 times as much. I would prefer the font weight thinner though. Font weight 4. Could make them blue too. Oh, thanks, glad you like it. How does Sable display flex? On what are you using it? Because that shouldn't be like a standard on any elements, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think that should be like a standard thing that's showing up as like a default. I think you can sorry, getting off track. I know how to do it in Tachyons. Let me double check because they give you the CSS here. I don't want align content. Yeah, I think it's just flex none. Like if you do flex and then colon none, that should remove that flex element on what you're talking about. Again, I'm not 100% sure what it is you're referring to, but that should do it. Alright, let's add the rest of this. Put in a list, but below a certain width, I want it to turn it off. Oh, put it. Oh, okay. So what you can do is kind of like that example I was showing you. So like you have, for example, the intro circle. Where is it? Yeah. So the stuff that I'm applying on like standard, I have here outside the media query. So in there you would have flex equals whatever you have on there, and then when you get to this, it won't be this because this is for not small. It'll be max width 30 em or whatever you're doing, and then in here you would do whatever that element was that you were targeting up there, and then you can do flex none, and that should fix what you're talking about. That's all I can think of. That should do it though. Okay, so I want to add the rest of this. So we have Illustri. And this is Instagram.com/Illustri, and then S, and then shopdrones.co. I think it's an S. It should be. No, that's not what I want. Shop drones. I think it's when it takes you to your payment. Oh, well, it doesn't take you to a payment because it's through Amazon. Okay. Derp. Forgot about that. So no S. And then much clean. Yeah, this is way better. I can fit so much more here now. I was really worried about that, but this is a pretty good solution. I kind of want to try something. Oh, let me see if this works. I'm gonna laugh if this works. Well, it should work, but I'm probably gonna laugh at how it looks. Oh my god. I kind of want to leave that now. Like on all my links, that would be really funny. I mean, it is kind of cool, but I feel like it's a little over the top too. I'm just gonna take that out for now. And I'm not sure. The reason I'm looking at this stuff and thinking about it is because here we have links that are underlined. And before these were underlined, which was fine, but now that they're not, I'm trying to think of a good system for links. Because if I take out the underline, then there's no way to tell it's a link unless I like make them all blue. But I don't like that there, but I do kind of like it here. Let's see how other people do links. Because it's always good to have a system going so that, I mean, it's just with how UI and UX, mainly UX, like you want a consistent experience, even down to how links work so that people are familiar when they're on your site and they know like what's going to be a link and what won't be. So this guy uses blue too. But I don't see links on text. They're more so like buttons. Which, I mean, that does make sense here. But I'm curious about text. We also should make a cool preloader. I don't really know how to do that, but it would be cool to learn it on stream. And stuff like this is so cool. I love this stuff. It's cool. I like how this guy laid out his work. This guy doesn't really even seem to have links. At least for, obviously he has links. I mean, what I meant was like the way that I'm looking for them. How does this guy do it? This guy has an awesome site. Oh, a hover state. Oh, you guys are right. That would be so cool. Oh, yeah, we should totally do that. Should I leave it on my name, though? Just like that? Because we can do that, and then I would just have to make another class. Let me know what you guys think really quick, and then we can decide from that, because I could do it on my, just leave it on my name, which I think is kind of cool, and then it wouldn't be as obnoxious if it's just when you hover. That was a good suggestion, great suggestion. I think that's a really good idea. Doesn't fix the fact that we need to figure out how to show links, which is fine. But I think that's an awesome kind of middle ground. And then we don't really need to decide on like what color it's going to be on hover, because these are blue. So what we can do is just make links whenever you hover on them, it will be the changing color. I kind of want to add some more colors in here too. Like, it would be awesome if I had like 30 different colors. So like during your time on the site, you probably won't see the same color more than like twice. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll leave it on the name, so we can leave that class. And what we can do is, let's just call it rainbow hover. And then just do the pseudo of hover, so it won't be like when it's not hovered. So all we need to do, yeah, because I can't think of a way that we could do it on any text. So what we're gonna have to do is just whenever we want to use it, we just have to apply it, instead of like saying, hey, we want all the links to have this. Instead, I think it's gonna be easier to just use it when we need it. Oh, that's so cool. Kind of sucks because you don't really notice it as much. Or we could probably change the timing on just that one. Let's see. Oop, we got a follow. Raccoons, thanks for the follow, dude. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the stream, and let me know if you have any questions on what we're doing. Okay, so that looks better. You'll definitely realize that one more. Maybe even 5 seconds. This might be a little too obnoxious though. Yeah. Maybe 8 seconds. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, cool. So now it's just a matter of deciding the color of the links. Man, the only thing I don't like about this site is the smooth scroll. Like, I don't know why people jack your scrolling. I hate that. So this one you can't really tell what links are. There's no like system there, which is fine, but I kind of prefer to be really meticulous about that, especially when we start adding more pages and stuff. So this guy does underlines too. Have you guys seen any cool ways of showing what are links and what aren't? I'm kind of leaning on just like a lighter gray. The only issue with that is we'd have to make, I mean, it's not an issue, but we'd have to make text darker so that you can tell the difference better when it comes to text stuff. I love that emoji, dude. Oh, your Twitch staff too. That's awesome. Never had a Twitch staff person come in here. I appreciate it. So I think I think going lighter is going to be the best option because then it'll be less distracting because the blue is going to rack up pretty quick once we start adding like the ones here and here. So I think the lighter color is going to be the best way. So what we can do, take off this blue, take off this hover because we don't need that anymore. And then let's do like black 40. Maybe 30. The other issue is you need to be careful with accessibility because, I mean, it's not like a huge deal in terms of my target audience, but the only thing is I just like to be conscious about that, especially because I work in healthcare. So like a big thing that we focus on is accessibility and people being able to see things contrasted enough. So this isn't too bad. I think this is fine for what I'm doing. And then we need to go through and find whatever is black 50 and update that to black 60. So we can do this. Oh man. So we don't want to touch any of that. But I think anything, I think it's more so just on the home page that we're gonna find these mainly. But we can say replace this with 60. And then should do it. Yep, cool. And then we need to update the links in the header. Yeah, so we have some black 50s in here. Just replace those. Save that. Oh wait, we're not going for 50 here or 60 here. We're going, what was it? Was it 30? Yeah, 30. Place that. There we go. Cool. I'm not sure if I want to do the multicolor here because I kind of colored these based on like the company colors. So like Twitch is purple, Instagram's dark blue. GitHub, they don't really have a main color. I think it's green actually that they mainly use, but I just did yellow and then Dribble pink, Twitter blue, and then these we can definitely do the rainbow. But then that kind of goes back to the consistency thing. Don't need this anymore. Don't need that. Then we want this to have vertical padding of 3. No, let's do bottom 3, padding top 2. 2 might even be too much. I think that's fine. And then this is mainly just to, yeah, make it look good on mobile. Yep, that looks pretty good to me. I actually want to leave it for the items. I don't want them to change, or to get that small at least. So let's take this off and just leave F5. Yeah, that's much better. Cool. Well, I like how that looks. And I'm just gonna leave these colors like that for now, and we can come back and change them if we need to. And then let's really quick just change these. We don't need dotted link anymore. We can do rainbow hover, and then the color should be 30. I kind of want to leave them. We could just leave them like this and have it kind of be like, I mean, not an Easter egg, that's like overselling it, but just like not as obvious, I guess, is the best way to say it. Yeah, I like that better. And I think because this is, well, we can take these out. This is the same as the above, and then I kind of want, oh, so you do have to say what color you want here, actually. That sucks. I think 30 is going to be too light. Let's do 30 for now, just for consistency's sake. And I think we had, yeah, a few more. So cardio and Pokemon. And then that should be it for, this is the wrong title. Should be case studies. Or, no, this is the recognition one, but we actually don't need this anymore, since we are doing that up top now. Cool. And then we're gonna add these. Cardio. And then this is SoundCloud. So I can just go straight to the tracks instead of like my profile with all my reposts. Sweet. Oh, that's so much better. I'm so glad we decided to do the inline. That looks so much better than what we had before with that huge list. And then we can go ahead, and I'm going to change the copy on my own just because it's pretty important and takes some thought on that. So I'm going to do that on my own later, so you guys aren't just sitting here waiting for me to write that. And I'm probably going to have to change it quite a few times too, so I don't want you guys to have to watch that. So we can go ahead and start adding these into the other ones. But this is one of the reasons I really love using React. Like, even though this is more of a static site for the most part, or it will be a static site for the most part, but the fact that you can use components like this is just amazing, in my opinion. And being able to update these all from one place. I know you can do this with certain elements of HTML and CSS too by themselves, but once you want to, if you ever want to add like state and things like that, you can't really do that when it comes to those other methods. So this is why, one of the reasons I really like React. Like, just that modular component system just makes my OCD happy. I'm debating like what to call this. I guess we can just say talk episode 2. Like, oh wow, this is weird. This is gonna look weird. That'll fix in it, or it should fix in a second when I add enough. Actually, I think I thought that multiple words was gonna look weird, but it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I actually have another one that I need to add that I don't have on my current site yet. I'm not sure if you guys have listened to it, but it's called Logo Marked. It's a new podcast by Blue Deer Design. He's a friend of mine. And he just interviews people for like 5 minutes and asks them like what their favorite logo type is, and a couple other questions because of my focus on branding outside of web stuff, obviously, since I do web illustration and branding. So it's not a huge podcast yet, but I think it has a lot of potential, and it was a lot of fun to be on it. So I recommend checking it out and maybe listening to the episode if you guys have not heard it yet. And this is episode 3. Oh, I thought it was lowercase. What do you mean when you say static site? So like none of this stuff is like passing in any data from like a backend, and I'm not getting any data from a backend or anything like that. So that's kind of what I mean by static, because not so much like moving, it's more so like in terms of data, if that makes sense. Just leave it at talk. I kind of like to show that it's like an episode of something, not like a link to a website, if that makes sense. Like, because the projects are just links to websites, but these are more like episodes of something. We'll see how it looks at the end. Plus, I think the way that I'm doing this, I'm going to need to have more. I think it needs to fill up at least 1 line or 2 lines in order for it to overflow and work correctly. So we'll see. I need to update that link up top too. Oh, nice shirt. Yeah, this is a Calligra type shirt. There's only one of them. I made one to do test prints, and I kind of did like a little survey to see how many people wanted one, and there wasn't as much as like I wanted to like justify buying a bunch, because it was quite a lot of money to do the amount that I needed. So I ended up not printing shirts, but I have a couple of the test print ones that I just kind of wear at home or as like undershirts and stuff. Okay, yeah, this is not working how I wanted. That is weird. So that means, why is that? Content and item start. Maybe it's, I feel like this isn't why, but just for my sanity, I'm gonna check. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I know why. It's because I changed the other ones, but I forgot, or the other one, but I forgot to do it to the other two. So it's actually a lot simpler than I thought. Thank God, because I was a little bit confused as to why that wouldn't be working. But there we go. So I'm just gonna do that for this one too, so I don't forget. Well, this does overflow a little bit. So I'm actually gonna take your advice, Guada Mexican, and just take this off. So we can just leave the actual title of it. Yeah, because that's, now that I think about it, I'm gonna have like a description of what these are anyways up here. So that's fine actually. Sorry, that was my dog getting up from a nap. And I think we add one more. Yep. Kind of a long name. Cool. Alright, and then for the writing, I have to make a decision on how I want to do that, because it's not for sure that, because the way that I write, for those that don't know, I have a weekly blog that I write. It's actually on Medium too. I'm working on that native blog currently, but I do one of these each week, so they go by volumes. So I could either do where I say the volume name and have like 10 here, or I could do the title and only have a couple, because the titles can get kind of long. And I'm kind of leaning towards the numbers, but the thing with that is if I ever have articles that aren't part of the blog and they're not numbers, like it would kind of throw off that pattern. Putting a white background on your nose so that the lines. Yeah, I tried to do that. I couldn't get it to work. And I didn't feel like figuring out why. I kind of have an idea why, but we're going to focus on this, and then I can do that after. We're actually going to wrap this up pretty soon, because it's getting kind of late here, and I want to, well, not too late, but I just want to do some other things before the night's over, so I think after we do writing, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Let's see how the full titles look. Yeah, I don't really like how that looks. Guess it could be worse though. Oh wait, not for that. No. The only reason I'm considering this is because if we could just have like 3, and then it wouldn't be like inline like this, but it would still fit and not have like an overwhelming amount of them. Setting a highlight color for the site. I mean, honestly, I don't have strong opinions either way. For my system, I just use gray, so like it kind of goes with any site, and it's not really noticeable for me. But if people have like, for example, like orange or yellow, and your main site color is like blue, like your brand color, then I mean, I'd say that justifies it, but I don't know. In my personal opinion, I don't really care for it on my site, at least. I don't really think it matters for my site, but if you're doing like a brand stuff, then yeah, I can justify that. And then on your site, if you're referring to like your own site, then I think it just depends how you feel towards it. I don't really feel strongly either way though. So the way that I've seen articles is they just put the full link, I believe, or the full name. I don't think these guys even have a blog. Does Stripe have a blog? Probably. It's probably in here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they're showing the full article, so obviously they're going to show the full title. See, it's like small things like this that make it really hard to create like a system that doesn't have any like loopholes on it. I don't know if loophole is actually the right word, but you know, like discrepancies, because for example, like this system works very well here, but it doesn't work very well here. So maybe I shouldn't put my writing there. Maybe I should put something else. But not sure. Yeah, they don't have a blog on here. Maybe. Yep. No blog. She has a blog. Yeah, so she does the full title. But it's not like in a list format. How does, I always forget the actual name of the site. like Coco something. Yeah, Coco Paco. Oh, that is the title. Okay. Yeah, so each of these are like one line. If I don't find anything here soon, I'll probably just wrap up today's stream, and then I'll probably look on my own off stream and then kind of update you guys on the next stream. Yeah, this doesn't really help me either. I think Charlie Zlander has a new site, I believe, that he just announced today. This isn't new. Or maybe the About page is new. Yeah. Could have sworn he said he released a new portfolio today, but guess I was wrong. Yeah, this is all the same too. So, I don't know. But he does not have any blog stuff, as I can see. Oh. These are the logo things. Yeah, this is another site he made. Okay, but do you think I should add, like, should I just have, like, 3 then? I guess. I mean, that does make sense to have, like, the 3 most, recent ones, because nobody's... Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think anybody's gonna, like, go through and look at, like, 20 different ones. That wouldn't really make sense. So... I think you're right. But that's how it is when you're doing your personal site. You're just like overthink everything. I think it's just like this space, empty space here is the thing that's bothering me, but it's fine. I just won't overthink it, and I'll just go with it. So, I think 3 is gonna be our best bet here. Ugh. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I think I'm just gonna think about it off stream and see, like, maybe there has, I mean, with all the ideas I have to add to, of stuff to add to my site, I'm sure there's another section that we could do instead. Let's see. Yeah, like, we could have hobbies, like fun facts, case studies too, because I'm not 100% a fan of this anymore, I don't think. I do kind of like a grid, but these just like stand out way too much in my opinion. If we were gonna do a grid, I'd want to do something kind of like what Brian Lovin does, like this. Like, this looks a lot more clean to me. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna think about it offline, and we can come back, and if I change it, I'll let you guys know, and I'll obviously show you. Could also do social media there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that and just end the stream for today. So let's go ahead and commit these changes. Again, I always forget to commit way more often. Whenever I'm offline, I always commit so much, and then when I'm streaming, I always forget. So what did we do? We had, well, we did the rainbow hover class, links, updated paragraph, color, we reorganized the components of the info sections and improved link style. Let's do selection style. Say like each one of those should be one commit. It's a lot better, in my opinion, to do small commits, because then when you need to go back for any reason, if you need to go back and like fix something, like you can like pin down that one commit instead of trying to go to like a commit like this and then having to like fix a bunch of different things. So that's just some advice for you. That was kind of bad on my part, but yeah, I think I'm going to end it here, guys. Thanks for coming out. This will be on YouTube tomorrow, and if you missed any of the previous streams, they're all on YouTube right now. It's just youtube.com/CortezArts. But yeah, thanks for coming out, guys, and I will catch you guys on the next stream. It's been awesome, and I always appreciate you guys' support, and I'll see you guys later.